I really hope that Mastari is going to be okay. I guess they're close enough to the shore that the water probably doesn't get too deep, but be safe over there, bro! Anyways, I don't blame them. I mean, it's hot as hell, but man, this view. Hello there, friends, and welcome back to more Metaphor Fantazio. Last time, we completed more of our bonds, maxing out Strohl and Maria's bond rank, giving us access to some more cool new abilities, and finishing out two of my favorite stories that we have when it comes to followers. And today, we are going to be journeying to a new dungeon. In fact, it's going to be the Spire of Blind Faith. Now, something that I need to note. We do not want to journey to that right now in our current state, as if we were to go to the Spire of Blind Faith right now, we would run into bad weather. And trust me when I say, doing any dungeons with bad weather without proper preparations or it being a main story dungeon, really, really bad idea. Trust me on that. So, if we go over to a Denny, since he's our main way of changing the weather, we need to make sure we have a certain item, or two items. If I want to change the weather, we need to have access to some items. Obviously, as you can see, Spire of Blind Faith is going to be bad weather for a little bit. I would like to tame the weather here, but I need either the Almighty Golden Stew or 20 marbled bluefin tunas. I obviously do not have any Almighty Golden Stews. I only have 4 of the bluefin tunas. So what we're going to do is we're going to pass, and we're going to go find ourselves some tunas. I don't really want to spend time making an almighty... I want to spend time making a dish, because that takes a little bit more time out of my day.
Where to?
So, if you want to grab the bluefin tuna, go over to Port Brylehaven and to the Merchant's Bazaar, because that will be where we can go and grab our stuff. I would make sure to grab more than 20, not because we're going to need to buy, tons and tons and tons of weather stuff from a Denny. We will be using that more often. Aha, there you are. So, it's not because we're going to be spamming a Denny right now, but we're going to need more marbled bluefin tuna for later. So let's just go ahead and buy, 30 of them. Let's buy 30. There we go, now we're at 34. Alright, now let's go back over to a Denny and change the weather. Alrighty, yes, I'd like to change the weather, Denny. I would like to change the weather on the Spire of Blind Faith. This will obviously adjust its weather and not anything else. So, let's do this. I would like tamer weather, please. Here, you can have 20 tuna. I don't know what you're gonna do with that, but I guess you're just a hungry boy. Right, as you can see, it affected the Spire of Blind Faith, not anything around it. Okay, now with that done and dusted, let's head over to the Gauntlet Runner. Of course, do our daily pantry check for some items. We got rock beans and gauntlet shrooms, pretty good. And let's go ahead and remind ourselves why we're going to the Spire.
Are we departing?
We are departing. Let's go south. This is the southernmost point on the map.
Now then.
A tower on the island south of Virga Island. Its peaks seeming to pierce the heavens, requiring a detour to reach because of the currents. The islanders themselves steer clear.
All right.
This tower's so far off the main island. I wonder why it was built. Take a guess. That very question could have been what provoked the last to go there.
I cannot say
As to the revenge we've been entrusted with, let us ease the requester's suffering and slay this monster.
It's your call.
It's pretty far. We'll have to camp twice before we get there, so we'll get back by the night after tomorrow. Of course, though it depends on you lot. We need extra time if you plan to go wandering. We should be good.
Great.
Okay, here we go. Don't forget, stay alert till we get there. We should be good.
What to pick?
Now, let's see what we can make food-wise, since that's kind of on the mind right now. We can make the holistic whitefish platter, okay. And the almighty golden stew. Convenient. Let's, since we bought the limp goldfish in the previous episode, let's go ahead and make this. A sumptuous delicacy that tantalizes the tongue and nourishes the body. Fully restores HP for all allies. Really, really good item. It requires 2 limp goldfish, 2 white peach turnips, and 1 gauntlet shroom. Does that have anything different with this? It does require limp goldfish. Let's make 3 of these then.
Let's check.
That's the dish Strohl wanted to make. Wait here, I'll go get him. Finally, cooking with someone reasonable. Tell me, Will, you like fish dishes? Not really, but maybe Will does. Some people are repulsed by the smell of fish, but I say if you cook it well, that shouldn't be an issue. Now, the smell of fish is fine.
Well,
It's usually the taste. Then again, you seem like the type who enjoys just about anything. I began preparing the food with Strohl.
is this right?
You have to ensure that the heat is distributed evenly to its center. But if you take too much time with it, one side will be burnt to a crisp. Is that a fish or an eel? I'm not going to question it. Nicely done, it's almost there. Just look at that sear. Really adds to the appeal.
Speaking of,
I picked up some herbs from the market the other day. We used to harvest them a lot back in my hometown. Yes, they smell great. Don't worry, I'll guarantee you'll like the taste. Amazing, we made a refreshing, mouth-watering dish. It's holistic whitefish platter. Look how it glistens. Not half bad, I'd say. Not half bad at all. I'd give it a try, even if I'm not a big fish guy. Thanks to speed cooking, we cooked time without passing and got an extra item. So 3 full HP heals for our party. Pretty good. Pretty good. Now, since we're traveling on the water, this is a good time to remind you, if you have any tail bait, I would highly suggest taking at least some time to go out and fish with Heisme, and I'll be going ahead and doing that right now, as we still want to grab some Lord of the Lake items and Queen's honey jars. So, let's go and do some fishing.
Jeez.
Is this Heisme's fishing gear? Yes, it is. Let's fish.
Understood.
Okay, I'll go get Heisme.
the truth is,
Indeed, I thought I'd do some fishing, but I don't have any good bait. You have anything that might work? Tail bait, yes! Oh my, tail bait. Those fish won't know what hit them. Let's cast. Remember, there are certain pieces of dialogue we're looking for here. Nothing biting. Perhaps if the bait were moving. If you get this dialogue option from Heisme, you need to say, thrash and splash.
true.
All right, let me give it a try.
The fight is on.
Wait, a bite, and it's a strong one, but I'm stronger. Oh, look at that! Well, I never. We've outdone ourselves, lad. Lord of the Lake and Queen's honey jar. Best case scenario right there.
Here we go.
Tension and strategy lurk beneath the surface of calm. That's what makes fishing such a beloved pastime. The results hardly matter. In fact, don't bother asking how many I've caught.
10.
Well, as much as I hate to say it, I think it's about the time we call it a day. That's alright, we did pretty good.
The Orb-wise path.
Now, as you can see here, we're traveling to the Orb-wise path.
Time passes.
If this is... Now, I want to go ahead and talk about
Get
this.
some thought?
We have already completed this dungeon, so you might be asking, why didn't you just wait to do the Orb-wise path right now, rather than doing it earlier? And I mentioned it that we would have something that would allow us to complete another piece of content easier without needing to worry about the Orb-wise path. And this is what I was talking about. If we were to do the Orb-wise path right now and complete the dungeon, it would take us a full day and we would need to rest, meaning that it would take us 4 days to reach the Spire of Blind Faith and complete it, which means that our ability to complete the dungeon without any bad weather would be impossible, because Adeni's magic would run out too early. Also, the Orb-wise path is intended for you to beat before the Dragon Temple because of its level recommendations. So it's better to deal with the Orb-wise path early on, so that you don't have to waste a day here while journeying to the Spire, and you have an advantage in the Dragon Temple and Dragon Grace Shinjuku because you'll have level bonuses from the Orb-wise path dungeon. It's a win-win either way. So, let's keep going.
Cilento, a settlement known for its marine trade, thanks to the bounties of the sea. The bay's most prominent feature, though, is a sinkhole of unfathomable depth. Some believe to gaze into its abyss is to be spirited away. The gauntlet runner glides into the inlet as seabirds overhead cry out songs of victory at their catches.
Giving it some thought?
There's something here. Want to make a quick detour before we continue on? Yeah, let's stop here in Cilento. Welcome to Cilento, an absolutely stunning town. My, what a lovely village! It's like a little outdoor resort, wouldn't you agree? Makes me want to go swimming. Agreed, all the islands around here are hot as blazes after all.
What?
I bet there's gonna be a stampede on the island if people found out a famous songstress was swimming here. I can imagine the islanders would know who I am. Perhaps I ought to gather an audience and sing for them. Alas, we are not here on leisure. Was there not something we needed to buy?
Honestly,
I believe I see a shop we seek. Let's hope they use the current, the standard currency. Anyways, let's see what's going on here in Salento. We're able to get by because we can still catch fish here, thankfully. We don't have much to offer, but please make yourself at home.
Right.
Well, you're certainly right about not having much to offer. Wow, Juna. Rude. Okay, it was really off the cuff there, Juna. Stuff like that means nothing to us outside a remote village like this. Moreover, if the church is involved, I don't want to hear nothing about it.
No.
You say that, but what if it involves your priestess? Well, that changes things, don't it? That's an old man talking. Well, this changes things, don't it? No one's ever seen the bottom of a giant hole in the bay. If you're all confident you're swimming, why not take a dive? Ah, but what if the runner could become submersible? I could make some adjustments here and there, and I dare say we could dive. Nurse, we have no need to journey below the sea. That's for the Metaphor Royal Edition, coming out in 2027. Don't worry, I've seen Atlas's hidden files. I know that's coming. That'll make this playthrough obsolete. Dear God. Please, hopefully I did not actually see into the future there. Anyways, let's think about brighter things, like what they can offer us. Heroes Fruit, Heroes Leaf of Light, and Heroes Jeweled Roots. Grab everything you can regarding these. Right now. Nab it. Not the character, just grab it. There is Uncle Electra Wonder Salts, which will give you Strength +2 if you were to hang out in your bath. The Niflheim Plunge, which will give +2 magic. Pristine Clear Water, and Limp Goldfish. We're gonna go ahead and buy more Limp Goldfish here, so that way I don't run out while we're cooking stuff. We have 18 Pristine Clear Water. I guess we could buy 99 if we really want to. Why not? I feel like being extra. I guess I'll go ahead and buy maybe 3 of these Niflheim Plunges, maybe 3 of these Wonder Salts. If I end up using them, I end up using them. And I'm also not worried about money too much right now because I got so much from Dragon Grace Shinjuku. And obviously we're going into a new dungeon, so money's not gonna be that big of a deal. Let's continue our trip. You're gonna be traveling, right? Okay, let's head back to the runner.
As the sun sets over the sea's horizon and the birds rest their wings, the Gauntlet Runner settles into a reef, waves lapping softly at its hull. The Gauntlet Runner anchors itself at the reef to stave off danger. Within its walls, the party sleeps peacefully.
Welcome to the Reef Camp. I know that it seems like I'm going really, really fast today, and I mean, yeah, it does. One, I'm very high on energy. This is my first recording of the day, so yeah, I'm pretty excited. But also, we have a lot we need to cover today, so I'm trying to make sure I can get everything out of there as soon as possible. Obviously, we want to work on our eloquence because we don't have any candidates to debate while we're in Virgo Island, so prioritize hanging out with Juna as much as you can while on the run. Obviously, she's going to want us to sing, so we'll go ahead and complete that segment. I guess not want us to sing, just her.
Well,
Whenever I sing, I always try to put some thought or feeling behind it.
hey,
You know what I was thinking just now when I sing? Do you know what I was thinking of just now as I sang? I'm gonna say giving it our all tomorrow?
yeah.
That we'll keep giving it our all tomorrow. Exactly! Sounds like my feelings came across. Juna's song can teach me the power to move people's hearts, and I feel like it'll hone my eloquence.
Alright.
It's the best I've got until, well, we can start screaming at people in Altabury Heights, probably. So, and I mean, we won't even need to. Our eloquence is about to be at rank 5. Pretty good. Today, I sang with the desire to put my best foot forward tomorrow. If you do your best day by day, you can achieve your dreams, right? So, how do you feel? A bit more motivated now? A little bit, yeah.
Hey,
We've still got some time, so maybe I'll sing another song. I trust you'll stay a captive audience. Not that I'm giving you a choice. I think that was a threat. I'm starting to feel a little scared around many of my fellow compatriots, but honestly, I feel like that might be a good thing. Oh no! Oi, incoming! We've got an enemy raid inbound! So this is actually a pretty decent time. I want to talk about something. Our barrelmen Heismay spotted them. They're already on board. Get yourselves topside, post haste! I better hurry up to the deck. Actually, this gives me a pretty good time to talk about something. If you are sleeping during inclement weather, So, like, for example, if it's really, really hot outside, you cannot get ambushed by enemies. It is impossible to be ambushed by them, which I think is pretty funny. So I guess that is a reason to not ignore inclement weather, is that you won't get these random encounters, but honestly, these guys are going to die pretty fast, as you can see here. They are not really all that difficult. Plus, we get an Elementa. You are an electric Elementa, gold Elementa. Let's use a Lucid Dream. Maybe we just kill it outright? Nah, no way. But we do have Cyclo. You should die pretty fast. You should die hard, as they say. We also have Cyclone on Judah, so this is gonna really hurt. Yeah, almost 2200 damage. Jeez. Absolutely slayed that thing.
I feel a song coming on.
Toy Story 2 ending? Does she have a squeaker in her throat? Oh, I guess that's called the vocal cord. I better not think about that too much. Yeah, late night thoughts. Let's just go to sleep. You know, honestly, that does remind me. I really wish Pixar did the bloopers, post-credits stuff more often. I'm sad that they eventually dropped those. It's very off-topic, but it is something I thought about. And I loved those, like, Toy Story 2 or Bug's Life bloopers. Oh, they were so good. Or the Monsters, Inc. one. Oh. Alright, now that our pantry time is done, I believe Heismei's probably on the watchtower, if I had to guess. Just in the best spot imaginable, being able to see literally everything. 45 degrees Celsius out here. I'm sure it is buggy as hell, and my clothes would probably stick to me for at least another 5 days. Elementa. Hello. It's a low-level one, too. But, man, I'm sure the sea breeze is nice. Anyways, Heismei, let's hang out with you. I made sure to get him to rank 7 right before we set off for our journey, because his final bond rank has to be here on the Gauntlet Runner. So, let's talk to him. Now it remains to carry out our plan in Altabury. The question is, where does the spear fit into our schemes? If you have the time, would you like to take a break with me? My hideout is a bit cramped, perhaps, but yes, it is my castle. Don't mind if I do, man. Don't mind if I do.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sure my son would be happy too. I don't see Heismei's urn.
I wondered if you'd notice.
Where's the urn? Did you lay your son to rest?
I'd not say my last goodbyes without telling you. No, he's still with me. But the urn itself I disposed of. It's Ujif tradition, you see. Keeping the remains of the fallen in fine-wrought urns. But my boy, I had not much left of him. Only the smallest of bones. Now, however, those bones rest at my very heart. I asked the young Lady Yufa to craft for me a necklace, that I might keep them ever close and safe. Wherever I go, and whatever I do, I shall wear this always. He will never leave my side again. I mustn't turn my eyes from my son's passing. Nor will I surrender his memory to Earth, left to rest in some place far beyond my heart's reach. No. I have but one course. I will carry my son with me, and we will change this burden of oppression against our people. Until that day comes, when we change this world for the better, I will fight with my son at my side and in my heart.
That day is fast approaching.
True indeed. Soon the worst of this world will be behind us. Thanks to you. We two have spoken of much, eh? Sometimes it's felt as though my son himself has been advising me. And well, I've been through no small pains on this endeavor. But it was that experience that brought me to my decision.
I'm honored.
It's because of the perspective we share. That's how I found a way forward. One I'll not regret. You are the only one who can create a world fit for my son to rest. Lad, my hopes rest with you. And I will see them protected even should it cost me my life.
No, I won't let anyone die. Never again.
Then let us all survive, that we might protect the new world together. Now, a new toast and a new vow. After all this, you are like a son to me yourself, you know. Your life, your ideals, I will protect them as my own. Another toast then. To us, to my son, and to the children, and their future.
The aloof hermit, Haisme, keeper and heritor of the thief's virtues, by the grace of his newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
I will never forget how this drink tasted tonight.
Me neither, Haisme. And I can't think of many other father figures I would rather have by my side, fighting along with me for a better future. With us maxing out Haisme's bond, we obtain 3 new abilities. Scion's Essence for the Thief, allowing us to inherit 4 skills. Assassinate, greatly increasing Haisme's ambush damage against stunned enemies. Pretty good. And, of course, Grand Fantasy.
You should let me hear some of your stories too, eh? Just every now and then. They need not be grand tales. Even passing thoughts are fine. These moments we have, however we spend them, to me, they are precious indeed. I can't remember the last time I felt this way. To think of my future and look forward to what awaits.
And so we rambled on and on, whiling away gentle hours, talking of many things. Thanks to the strong trust between Haisme and me, the people of the Ujif tribe now support me. This is Nurse. I've got something on the old girl's radar, so we'll be taking a short stop.
At last, the party arrives at Sporico Cave, nestled deep in the forest. Within, vibrant flowers rich with color blossom in full glory. But theories claim the cave itself is a weapon of a bygone era, and the magic of its circuitry infused the ground with magma. As though drawn in by the bewitching light, the gauntlet runner draws near the mouth.
Welcome to the Sporico Cave. It is a place that grows ever more curious. It almost appears as though the plants themselves are creating a path. Everywhere on this island is bursting with nature, but this is on a whole other level entirely. Oh, so now this is a proper ruin. It's an extremely old one at that too. Time is taking its toll on it, but what lies beneath all these plants remains distinctly man-made. What? Do my eyes deceive me? Could it be? Something you want to eat, Holgenberg? Did you find something else delicious to eat? How is it you perceive my thoughts so readily? Observe, the shape of these flower petals betrays the edible nature of the species. It is likely a most precious nectar flows within. Of course it's about food.
Still.
That matter aside, could there be a reason as to why this place is so conducive to the growth of grass and trees? It's definitely faint, but I do feel the flow of a special magla. It's not the type that naturally drifts in the air. It looks like it's an igniter.
Rather.
The remains of this structure most certainly originate from an era before the advent of igniters. If that's true, then we've certainly got quite the discovery on our hands. However, whatever magic that remains here now seems like it's only got the power to make plants glow. A great civilization withers only to leave vegetation behind. This is perhaps a mirror of our own fate. A curious pattern reveals itself to me under the roots of this tree. Almost looks as if, could it possibly be a magical formula?
Now then.
We should continue forth before Nurse's curiosity truly takes root and he finds himself amongst the trees, planted here for eternity. Oh, come now. Just allow me another moment to take a better look at this. I can sense that my wisdom has increased after taking in the beauty of this place's flowers. Even if the technology is only able to make plants glow, man, what a sight.
All right.
Almost to rank 5 there, too. While I observe this place, I sketched a detailed record of these ruins. I assume you'll want to hold on to it, lad? I know someone who would like to see that, too.
As the clear surface gives way to the glassy ink of darkness, the gauntlet runner reaches a remote island. The party gets a good night's rest, grateful for the still land that does not sway them at its whims.
All right, then.
All right, now we're here in the Islet camp. Obviously, there's no real visual difference, which is why we're staying here in the day. You want to go on deck? You want to go on deck like in a scorcher like this? You'll burn out there. Come on, let's stay inside till things cool off. That's also probably why we don't want to go outside in 44 degrees Celsius. It's evening. Yikes! Well, I guess we can hang out with Heisme just for a little bit. Hello there, something the matter? I'm going to spend this time standing watch and keeping us safe. Care to join me? In this heat? I mean, we're probably gonna encounter enemies. At least it won't be random. But, I mean, someone's gotta stay out there and keep watch. I mean, Heisme, oh, the weather's taking a turn for the better. Oh, okay. Well, never mind then, maybe we'll be just fine. It's quiet. If only it could stay this serene across our entire journey. Can't afford to let our guards down, at least.
True.
Just as you say, if we allow quiet moments to dull our senses, we'll find ourselves in the enemy's jaws. Speaking of, enemy sighted! We have threats approaching them from that way! Seems we have a rare guest joining us. Let's give them a proper welcome! Sounds good, boss. It better be an Elementa. Yay! Get him, Nurse! Decent damage. We definitely gotta work on that. But we also gotta hang out with Nurse a little bit more. Pass turn over to my boy Will, and we shock the hell out of this thing. Thank you very much. We prevailed somehow. I mean, sure, but at least we get to take a breather with Heisme.
Good grief.
Oof, they're off us, and just how we want it. All thanks to the Watchman, eh? The runner is safe, and we learned a valuable lesson in the process. Good experience, all told.
Well then.
You're welcome to come visit again if you'd like. I can sense that my tolerance has increased from patiently standing guard with Heisme in this extreme heat. Definitely should have more than +3 tolerance for us spending a night out here. But, well, beggars can't be choosers. What's on the agenda for today via the pantry? Orgo sugar and briny salt, okay. That's fine. Well, let's go ahead and cook another dish, shall we? Let's cook this almighty golden stew. Let's make, since this is pretty decent, let's do 3 of them.
All good.
Since this is a Virga Island recipe, I'm sure Yufa will teach you. I'll go get her. Finally, we get to cook with Yufa. All right. Back home, we would most frequently cook things by placing them into stews alongside plentiful herbs and spices. Eteria is blessed with a warm climate. Perhaps that is why its people prefer foods that can cause them to perspire. Our spices range from sharp to refreshing, and we select them according to the needs of our body at the time. Okay, sounds good. We began preparing the food alongside Yufa.
May I?
You need only a pinch of that herb for the best results. Add too much and it becomes a most deadly poison, so I urge you to be cautious. Okay, well, I'm glad Yufa's the one doing the mixing then. When I prepare a meal, I cast a spell, an incantation infused with my love and
I
affection.
want to say.
Will, let us cast it together. Nuramata imo Renaxio. Nuramata imo Renaxio, I think that's how I was supposed to say it. The stew, it smells so fragrant, and its flavor has so many layers. Hopefully I said the spell right, or else I may have poisoned the rest of our crew.
What this is?
This almighty golden stew is a secret recipe of the Mistari tribe. It's good for your health, so please help yourself to it. Thank you, Yufa. Thanks to speed cooking, we cooked time without passing. I love saying that. And it seems like no one's really available to increase our stuff. We've already hung out with Strohl. We don't really need extra courage right now. So I guess, I mean, we can try and... Well, it's bleeding hot, so let's go ahead and just clean a little bit here. Maybe we can try and clean another room. We did the storage room, so let's do the strategy room next. We've already cleaned the storage room a little bit. All right, everyone, clear out so I can do this. Might as well clean it up. There are crumbs of some sort underneath the table. Who was it? Maybe someone helped themselves to a snack while sitting here making plans. But anyway, I'll tie it up. I would say it's Nurse, but I feel like he would definitely want to keep the runner clean.
Okay.
Nice, it's practically sparkling. All that's left is to throw away the trash in the igniter, then it's all sparkly. Hey, look what I found. We could still use this, don't you think? 3 mellow milk. Who was trying to swipe my mellow milk? Was it you, Strohl? If it was, you're chill. You're good. All right. Now that took quite some time. It was tough, but having everything clean and sparkly feels great. You worked up a good sweat too, right? I definitely did. And our max HP increased by 5. Did some cleaning and now it looks good as new. A lot better than before.
The Spire of Blind Faith is the decision to pursue such a beast, one of bravery, or something else altogether. The party sets foot in the tower, filled now only with disquieting magma. All prayers long unanswered.
Well, we're finally here. We really had to take the long way around, didn't we?
And
That man asked us to come here to get revenge on a monster, right? Such a pity, that whole story. I suppose it's the only consolation he'll get. Let's be about it. Oh, don't believe we'll need very long. Over there, is that not the very person that brought us here? Oh, that's convenient. It's a ghost. Wonderful. Well, welcome to the Spire of Blind Faith. We already have to interact with the dead. Oh, you must be kidding me. There's someone else here. Just who the hell are you?
wait a second.
Hey, that's our line, but, at least you're alive. I'm glad. Your brother back on Virga Island asked us to avenge your death, but you're not very dead. So let's just get... I'm not leaving. I refuse to go home until I can reclaim my life's work. Those creatures surprised me and I dropped my monster notebook.
Huh?
You dropped something? Wait, don't tell me you lost it in that tower.
What can I do?
Precisely! It happened earlier, and as I was fleeing that very place. Oh, but worry not, for I remember exactly where I dropped it. It should still be in a room at the tower's tallest point, where a blue bird-like monster known as a Leogron waits. Were you going to the tower as well? If you have business there anyway, could you retrieve my monster notebook? I doubt I'd be able to climb back up there safely. And if you refuse, then I'll have no choice but to go myself. An attempt will likely cost my life.
Come on.
Why does it feel like we're being coerced into something? Have fun searching! Hey, we can't just let her get herself killed. We don't have a choice in the matter. We gotta get it back ourselves.
Lovely.
Excellent. Well, we've come to an agreement then. You bring me back my monster notebook, and I'll return to the island. By the way, you should know that the monsters here react most fiercely when you get close. You should fight them from a distance, if you can, including the
I
Leogron.
see.
So we'll need to be able to attack from a distance. We should think carefully about our formations. Yes, we should. Anyway, I'm sure you can do it. Thanks for your help, kind travelers. There actually is one major adjustment I want to make for this dungeon in particular, as most of the enemies in here are actually weak to pierce damage. So it's time to bring out our snipers, or gunners, or whatever else we've got that does pierce damage. Well, since we need to get the sniper leveled up for Heisme anyways, we might as well put him on this archetype, and, actually, yeah, myriad shots is pretty decent. We definitely want this active, and since we'll have Summoner with us, thanks to Yufa, we already have the ability to take advantage of that. Now let's go ahead and inherit... I think it's probably best if we inherit Lucky Find, just so we can get access to extra things. And I guess I'll go ahead and use some of Leaves of Lights to just help out with the levels a little bit. I don't need to do too much, though. Maybe level 5? We got Wild Salvo, which will deal extra damage to enemies in the back row 2 to 3 times. And we'll also increase our evasion against pierce attacks. Decent, but we're going to be mostly taking advantage of myriad shots. In terms of equipment, let's take a look, gander of what Heisme would want. Sylvan Bow is perfect. Bloodthirsty Venture. Yeah, it's probably about as good as he's gonna get. Golden Gauntlets, we don't need any luck boosting stuff. So let's look for something that will give him extra strength. Let's do the Mana War Gloves. Powerless Pipe we don't need right now, so let's do something that'll also give him extra strength. We'll take the Knight's Bracelet. That'll put him at 35 strength, which isn't bad. Alright, everyone else is going to stay as they are, and let's get a move on.
Okay then.
We're exploring this area today, right? Everything ready? Let's go in! Definitely want to try and kill as many enemies as we can. Maybe I should not be on Wizard and just go for Merchants? But we'll see how we fare against the overworld enemies. I have access to Wizard because there are obviously enemies that are going to be weak to some of our attacks here, just in case. Okay, obviously, well, these guys are too weak. Oh, wait, no, that guy's too strong. Oh, never mind, I killed him. Definitely want to look around. These birds, no issue. There's nothing over there. As the other spire that we climbed back over near Port Brylehaven, this dungeon isn't all that different. It's a vertical climb, and we would have spent most of our time just fighting enemies and climbing the towers. We shouldn't really run into any, like, oh, I was not auto-aiming. Wonderful. We shouldn't run into really any major points of danger because, well, we spent so much time in Dragon Grey Shinjuku fighting enemies and making sure that we were strong enough to deal with pretty much anything that could come our way. So I don't feel too worried about any of the enemies we find here. In case you run into a squad battle, the abilities from the sniper are going to be very, very beneficial. So, pierce attacks, really good here. Grab this. Heavenly Water, definitely want that. Over here is another one of these enemies. Ow! Come on! Die! Definitely getting a little greedier because I don't actually have to worry about dodging their attacks. Maybe that'll be something that'll bite me in the ass later. Coming all the way out of here. That level of session's a bit unnerving. Strohl, how are you handling the stairs, by the way? Well, I'm glad she was safe. Hey, at least we're here to kill some monsters. That is true. We will get to kill some monsters, and I like killing monsters. Oh, lots of enemies here. Make sure to mind the amount of heroes lethal lights that you're getting in case you're close to capping out. You want to make sure to use those. Have everyone who's not in your party have the archetypal rings on. That way we can get benefits from that. Have someone in your party have the fortune gloves on so we can get access to more AEXP. And obviously we have some trance crystals here. I'm gonna go ahead and take these guys out because farming money here is easy enough as it is, and we don't really need to worry about them too much. I'm gonna deal with you. Deal with this other trance crystal, which I believe is also guarding a treasure chest. Ow, ow. Just deal with you, no problem. Are you a mimic? You were not a mimic. Perfect. And you're a rare chest. Tidal Trident. 336 attack power for the knight and has wind affinity. Interesting. Okay. I guess wind and water can kind of go hand in hand. I mean, this is what the new Pokemon is, right? Winds and waves. Aha! Gotcha! Alright, open the door. Speaking of enemy difficulty, there is a point coming up really soon where I am heavily considering swapping over to hard mode for the rest of the journey. Finally, an enemy that we can fight in squad battle! There's a very high likelihood that I'll be swapping over to a higher level difficulty here fairly soon. I believe this guy is actually... Okay, no, not weak to fire, but we do have other moves we can try. Maybe wind? No, not quite. What have we not seen? We've not seen Lava Beasts. Let's try that out. It's interesting that the Lava Beast is the almighty damage. It definitely would not have been what I would have put, but that's okay. And let's try Blizza. And just kill them outright. I don't actually remember what your weaknesses is, so I'm looking over to my notes. Oh, okay, well, obviously I didn't get... Academic Dolmen, that's a new chess piece. Level up for Heisme and more heroes lethal flights. Strength and luck for Heisme, pretty good. As you can probably tell, we're going to be keeping Yufa... Ooh, Gold Beetle.
Nice find.
As you can probably tell, we're going to be keeping Yufa in our party for a good while because, well, she's a few levels behind everyone. And also Juna because we haven't progressed her follower rank. So you're going to be seeing her, those two lovely ladies' faces quite often here. Oh, that's a lot of Skeleman. Ow. I'm going to deal with you guys. You know what? Screw you guys, I'm going Merchant. I am going to drag every single piece of coin out of your measly corpses that I could possibly can. Gimme. 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 Come on. Oh, okay. All right. Ah! They're fighting back. The peasants, they're fighting back. They're revolting. Give me your money, damn you. Gimme. Oh, you're a strong one. All right, well, I guess I'll kill you good, nice and clean, like. Throw some money at you. And also, I guess, wind. That does decent damage. Gold attack. I was kind of hoping for a crit there. Anyways, Yufa, slap this, man. Perfect, 18 damage. Nice. Well, I don't really have any other better options. I guess I could do a myriad shot. 74 damage is not great, though. Cyclone, and hopefully he doesn't recover from stun. Ah, damn it. I'll see you in just a second. Alright, there we go. Don't have to worry about that now.
I don't think there's any more backup coming.
Got another Academic Dolmen and Magician's White Mask. And level 45 for Yufa, giving us Magic and Agility. Nice. Alright, let's top ourselves off and try to get to the inner area here. Also, I'm going to swap back over to Wizard. Do I have any terrible pieces of gear that are just going to be auto-equipped onto Will here? I really don't want that. Fortis Jambeau is... I think... we'll keep with what we got right now. Okay, let's move forward. Oh, hello, Mimic. Hello, buddy. Grab this, and I think I'm gonna need to swap over to have some light magic. I've got Hamon, so we actually should be good then. Actually, just to make sure, we're gonna go over to Juna and put on the Cleric's Mask. That one we have two. Oh,
That's not half bad.
never mind. He died. Anyways. Yes, I love not needing to pay attention at all and just grab the items whenever I want. Yippee! Well, I would highly suggest starting a squad battle with that Mimic rather than killing it in the overworld. Ooh, Nasu's Longbow, 299 attack power for the Gunner. Multi-hit skills will always hit the max amount. That is very, 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 very good. Make sure to equip that on Heismei right now, as we are going to be using multi-hit skills. Ladies. Okay, there we go. They were not wanting me to move forward. Are we nearly there? Feels like we've been climbing for days.
Yes.
I believe so. I sense something ahead. Prepare yourselves. Yeah, and we also have Plateau here to guarantee that, yes, we are about to fight a boss. Our composition here should work just fine. I am going to make one small adjustment, and that is on Heismei, instead of Lucky Finds, I'm going to be bringing in Steel. That way, we have a chance at getting something I want. Other than that, let's move through. I'm sensing something inside. We may have a fight on our hands. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's do this. I wonder. Oh yes, it's another bird. So this beast is the Leogron. Remember what we heard about the monstrous blue bird? It's gotta be it. Then if we want our monster notebook, we've got to deal with it. Wasn't planning on leaving it be. Let's be quick about it. Just headed this way. Tease the idle bent and ready your weapons. Let's do this. Our composition will work just fine. As you might expect, we want to try and steal first turn. Didn't get it. All right, you guys know the drill. Ah, there you are. The Crystal Ice Gunbai. Gunbai. Pretty useful item. Now, thanks to the informants, we know this guy's weakness. We know he's weak to Pierce and Fire. So, let's go ahead and use Botra. This guy's pretty simple. We obviously just want to beat the ever-living crap out of him and make sure that we keep ourselves topped off. Just use Infernal Vortex here. Vitology is also something I'm potentially thinking about using, but we don't need to worry about that just yet. We also have Summon Dragon Gods, but I don't think that's too important right now. Let's use Summon Gargoyle and maybe try to inflict Burn, as that would give us extra damage. Didn't get it. However, let's use Myriad Shots. Only usable from the back row, deals medium physical pierce damage to all enemies 3 to 5 times. Thanks to our new weapon, it will always deal 5 hits. Myriad Shots time. Come on, let's see some good damage. About 1,000 damage. That's not bad, actually. And let's use another Botra. Then, still not getting a burn, which kind of sucks. Heat Riser will increase all stats by 1 stage, and Ice Claw. Thankfully, we don't. Ooh. Thankfully, we don't need to worry about ice weaknesses, but Frostbite does suck.
Won't hit as hard as usual.
As Gallica states, you will deal less damage, and also we will lose access to synthesis skills tied to Heisme. Let's use Infernal Vortex here. With Yuffie, we need to use Dragon God to remove buff effects. Alright, there we go. Buff effects are gone. Obviously, Heisme is not going to be dealing us much damage, but we can use Wild Salvo to deal some decent damage and also hit him 3 times. It'll still actually do weakness damage, so we're doing pretty good there. And maybe we can finish this off with Bashra. Yes, perfect. Not a hard fight at all. Again, our farming in Dragon Grace Shinjuku should make everything here in Virga Island pretty much a cakewalk. This is also another one of those fights that is pretty reasonable for getting an unscathed triumph if you're prepared well enough.
I shall rise to the occasion.
Strength and agility for Strohl, and magic and endurance for Hulkenberg. And there's our monster's notebook. So that's the monster notebook, is it? Looks pretty worn. Definitely of some importance. Yeah, so that's all well and good, but was it really worth putting our lives on the line for that? I appreciate a passion for research, but all this was just reckless. We came through with the ordeal safe and sound. That outcome shall suffice for now.
What should we do?
Shall we head back to the entrance? No, I want to explore more.
Well,
Yeah, why not? We've already come all this way. Just don't push everyone too hard, okay? Oh, we'll be fine. We've, climbed 5 sets of stairs? We're okay. This is fine. As it was with the other spire, there is something on the top floor that I want to make sure we get. First things first, just because it's going to annoy me if I do not cleanse it. Let's use a Heart Warmer and get Heisme his, well, is the Heart Warmer literally just Tums? Does that work with Frostbite? I feel like that's not how that works, but maybe I'm just weird. Anyways, go up to the top of the spire for an amazing view, of course, and an item. Boop.
oh my.
Celestial Abacus. I believe we already have one of those. But let's just check in case. I believe that'll be our second Celestial Abacus. Yes, we have 2 of those now. Nice. That's the Magic +3 Abacus. And we can kind of run around and see what's what. As it was with the previous Spire and most of our recent dungeons, this is a pretty good dungeon to farm money for. I don't think it's all that necessary to farm money right now, but I am going to get at least a few extra funds. That way, if I need them, I'll have access to them. So, I'll see you here in a little bit. Of course, first things first, that's my monster's notebook. Oh, my sweetest of treasures, I thought we would never meet again.
Thank you.
I cannot express my gratitude. Oh, it's all so moving. I almost feel like crying. No one on the island understands my fascination with monsters, but that didn't stop me from meticulously documenting all of my findings in this notebook. This knowledge has proven valuable, and I've earned quite a bit of money from it. I'd like to make even more, so that overprotective brother of mine can stop worrying.
Right?
I can understand that, but your brother has some legitimate concerns. You should probably avoid dangerous places like this from now on. Yes, I've already realized that, which is why I want to hire you all to be my personal bodyguards. I now accept that I need an armed escort. I'll pay you quite handsomely. I assure your answer is yes, because who can turn down steady income these days? You know what? Sounds great!
Hang on.
No, it really doesn't!
Hey,
Sorry, but we got better things to do. Next time you pull a stunt like this, you'll only hurt your brother, you know? What if it had been him coming to avenge you and he got killed for it? How would that make you feel?
What more can I do?
That would be a rather undesirable outcome. Perhaps you should just forget what I said. I suppose I have no choice. I'll look for a safer method for conducting my research. In any case, I am grateful that you brought my precious notebook back
till
to me.
next time.
Now, it's time for me to make my way back to the island. Until next time. Think she'll be okay by herself? Well, I guess if the tower didn't kill her, she'll probably be fine.
Right.
Let's head back to Virga Island so we can tell her brother what happened. Sounds good, boss. But first, money. Okay, now I've got a little bit more cash, about an extra 70,000 reeve, so to speak. And I've also unlocked a few more archetypes on Will. Not enough for us to complete Moore's next bond rank, but we're getting there. I think I've unlocked 20, if my math is correct. Now, I also went ahead and got rank 10 on Sniper, just from doing this quick money grind. So now we can access the Ninja. So let's go ahead and buy this, because we definitely want to start working on the Ninja, for sure. 22,500 mag, though. Worth it. 100% worth it.
I'm counting on
I'll tell you right now, 100% worth it. Let's snag this right now. O worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength exalted! If thou art prepared to embrace lawlessness and chivalry in equal margin, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the thief. So this is the power of the ninja's soul. Most impressive. The form of a stealthy warrior who works behind the scenes suits me quite well. I will struggle eternally onward, so that this world will not be a place where the weak are trampled upon.
My power
Put that
swells
on Heisme right now. Alright, and with that, the lady is going back to Virga Island, and so shall we. The lance is almost ready, and if anticipating our departure, the tides have settled down most conveniently. We'll finally be able to set off for Altabury soon enough, what? Considering Fidelio's on the mend, we should make the most of the time we have left here. Maybe we can hone our powers to help out the islanders. You all look like you've been put through the ringer. Nothing like food and rest to fuel the mind and body, eh? I'd say we earned our rest today. Good job. Now relax with my friends, all of us sharing a brief moment of peace. Well, before we wrap up for the day, I think it's best if we go ahead and tell this dejected man about his sister. Oh, welcome back. My sister's returned safely just before you arrived. Really? How the hell did she do that? We have a teleporter. We got back here in just a few minutes. What kind of device does she have? Is she able to teleport? You know what? I'm not even gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna assume that this dude's sister is somehow a god. Maybe that's why she's been able to survive so much, and maybe she just enjoys toying with us and making us go do her dirty work because she thinks it's funny. I don't know. She got here awfully fast. She's quite familiar with the currents that swirl around these seas, it seems. Anyways, this promise here's a reward. That's what she's telling you. In reality, she's some kind of teleporting god.
Mission accomplished.
Me and sister returned to the island safely. We were with his gratitude. I get my 90,000 reef. I don't know how this guy has that much money, but I'm not gonna worry about it. Maybe it has something to do with his teleporting sister. Either way, money.
All right.
And also extra courage. That definitely does help too. I never imagined she'd still be alive, but I'm thrilled to be wrong. It really is unfortunate she's back, safe and sound.
Hey,
You should try to talk to her again sometime about pulling stunts like this. Can't be good for your heart when she does this, right? You're not wrong. My sister's a hopeless fool, a perpetually selfish brat, and entirely bereft of common sense. It's a shame she's so damnably adorable. What? Have you seen the way her eyes light up when she talks about monsters? She's been that way since we were kids. When she looks at me like that, I just can't be angry. This time really pushed me to my limits. I'll have to train harder so I can be the one to protect her. Suddenly it all makes sense why she's the way that she is. Now, excuse me, but I must continue my physical training. You people are our saviors, and I pray that you'll have good luck throughout your journey. Well, thank you very much. I got a reward, and nobody got hurt, so I know I shouldn't complain, but those two are a pain in the butt. Let's just hope they're done causing problems. Anyways, well, all's well that ends well, I guess. Next time on Metaphor Fantazio, we're going to be spending our final 2 days here in Virga Island preparing for our journey to Altabury. So, with that said, I'll see you soon.